Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers. Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
Great tasting hamburgers and Rex Chicken, the mainstays at Melvin's Drive-In in Mangum. But their menu includes so much more. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 till 2, Tuesday nights 5 to 8, and now they cater too. Enjoy Melvin's soon. Call 782-3711. New owners Steve and Susan Kyle. 333 Dental Care is an up-to-date dental practice operated by Dr. Dustin Lively and his team in Mangum, professionals who specialize in patient comfort. If you're apprehensive, feel fear or anxiety about dental procedures, know that Dr. Lively offers sedation dentistry, which involves using a sedative medication to help you feel more relaxed and calm during your visit. Call 333 Dental Care at 580-782-2552.
All right, here we go. Championship Saturday night, part 2 coming up as we get set for the Mangum Tigers and the Hobart Bearcats. Mangum and Hobart set to square off. And boy, here we go. Huh? This could be fun, isn't it? Mangum getting to the finals with a raucous victory in game number 1. Actually, it was a pedestrian win, 86-34, but it was raucous last night against Granite. They won it by a final score of 81-63. We've already documented for you the great matchup between Cole Fletcher and Jamison Richardson. And Jamison, there have been those that had thought maybe he was too soft, whatever that means. But he snarled and growled at Fletcher last night after they tangled, and I loved it. Yeah, I love to see the passion and the response from Jamison. And again, I talked about it last night. Talked about it earlier today. I also like the effort by Cole. That was just good basketball. That's the way it's supposed to be done. And I expect more of the same tonight as these two teams will flat out get after one another. Mangum winning that game 81-63. Meantime, Hobart winning a couple of easy ball games. They beat Blair 80-43 and then knocked off Hollis by a final score of 74-42 yesterday. So we will take a timeout, come back and set your starting lineups and get the opening tap. We've got Mangum and Hollis coming up. Boys Championship Radio. Classic Hits 97.7.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
All right, here we go. Starting lineups for Mangum in the road black uniforms with the gray numerals and the gray trim. It'll be Brett Perry and Henry Lopez. They will be joined by Colton Laughlin, Jet McAlexander, and I love that move right there. Lopez leaping over, leapfrog style, leaping over one of his teammates. And he did that yesterday. We missed it on day number 1, but he did it again yesterday and last night against Leighton Ketchum. That's fun stuff. So Colton Laughlin will get the start. He won't jump over anybody. Jamison Richardson, the final member of the starting 5 for head coach Chad Hussey. So again, it'll be for Mangum, Brett Perry, Henry Lopez, and Colton Laughlin, Jet McAlexander, and Jamison Richardson. They will work Mangum on the right end of your listening and or viewing device. Meantime, Jeff Tompkins Club will go with Jalen Johnson. Johnson, a huge night last night in that victory to get into the championship round. Cole Moore and Cade Moore will get the start for Jeff Tompkins. They'll be joined by Luke Hollister and the final member of the starting 5, Alec Minard. So it's Johnson, Moore squared, Hollister, and Minard getting the start tonight for the Bearcats. They'll work on the right end of your listening device, dressed in their home white uniforms with the gold numerals and the blue trim. Worth noting, Cade Moore out there with a big brace on his right knee. We did not see that in day 1 or day 2. So we'll see if that comes into play here. Put 8 minutes up on the clock, and again, we've got 3 officials for this championship bowl game. They're trying to go as many bowl games as they can with 3 officials, which is a great idea. The only problem is they just don't have enough officials to get it done. So a group of kids that know one another extremely well, they're going around shaking one another's hands, but there's no need for introductions. So Major Davis, along with Tyson Morley, and the man in the middle right now, that is Bryce Sellers, our refereeing crew. And the tap going to be controlled by Jet McAlexander. And here we go. We are underway. As we mentioned, Mangum on the right end of your listening/viewing device. Lopez wings it around to Laughlin. Lob inside. Catch by Jamison, and he'll put it up and in. Richardson a little bit of a walk-to in that one as he went up and got it between Minard and Hollister. Johnson now in the front court. Boy, he'll fire one to Alec, hit him in the midsection. The man zone, as we call it. Minard matched up with Laughlin. He'll spin, shoot it over Colton. Maybe Colton got a piece of it, but the tap is there by Luke Hollister. So Hollister will tie it at 2. Good heads-up play by Luke. Perry back the other way. He'll go to Richardson. Can't handle the pass. Tied at 2. 7:18 left, quarter number 1. Just underway. Classic Hits 97.7. Filled up here at Granite. Johnson off the dribble drive. Shot, get foul prior to the shot. Check the whistle out high, maybe on Perry. And it is on Brett. Number 1 on Perry and number 1 called on Mangum. 7:13 left of the first, and Jamison Richardson with the steal on the inbounds pass. He'll go to Perry. Brett falls down, and Hollister will take it away from him. Quickly into the front court. Moore over the top to Johnson. He'll swing it around to Cole Moore, who put it up, didn't get it to go. Cole battling for the rebound, knocked it out of bounds. Well, there's some kids going in hard at it inside, and you better be a man if you want to go inside here tonight. Bring your hard hat and your lunch pail. This isn't a place for sissies. Perry, bounce past Richardson. Double team. Goes back to Brett. Pyers. Shot comes up short. J-Mo taps the rebound out to Perry. And a reset. Richardson stepped out of bounds. Wanted to go baseline, but took that step back to get himself started. And there is absolutely no room around the edges here. J-Mo stepped out of bounds. Turnover. Going to give it back now to Hobart. 6:40 left here the first period of play. 2-2 our score. Johnson over Perry. Got it to go. Jalen Johnson. Well, this kid can play, can't he? I don't have a vote, but if I did, I would name him to the all-tournament team in a heartbeat. McAlexander back the other way. Jet will knock it down, and he too would get my vote for all-tournament selection. Tied at 4. 6:20 and running in the first half of play. Jalen Johnson says, what you can do, Mr. McAlexander, I can double! 4 now for Jet. 6-4. Laughlin to Richardson. He goes by Hollister, loses the ball, and Minert now with a run out. Lopez going to give chase. Dump to Moore, lays it up. Shot won't go down, and the rebound taken away by Colton Laughlin. Back the other way, McAlexander. Jet ball tipped out of his hands, got it back. Got it to Richardson, who threw it up and in. J-Mo with 2. The action is fast and furious. 6-6, 5:45 left in the first. Johnson near side Hollister. Luke, he'll go up top to Colmore. Now to Jalen. Wants to go baseline. Cut off by Lopez. Wraparound pass for Hollister. Going to go out of bounds. Good defense. Weak side help that time by McAlexander and Richardson. Turnover gives it back now to Mangum. Tied at 6. 5:30 left here in the first. Down below us, Perry. Brett looks for a cutter. Nobody there. Richardson behind the arc. Jamison goes to McAlexander. Jet back up top. Lopez. Henry, deep 3. Back of the iron doesn't go. Long rebound, Johnson. Jalen on the run. Dribble, drive through 4 defenders. Gets hammered as he goes to the rack and gets fouled by Richardson. Jamison swatted at that one. That's why he got the foul. 1 on Richardson. 2 now called on Mangum. So Johnson to the foul line. He's got 4 points. Shoots a couple of free throws here. 5:17 left in the first. Johnson now. Make sure that everybody's got their focus on him. Shooting the free throws. First one good. Jalen will get one more. 45 in that victory for Johnson in round number 2 of this tournament. Moore squared and McAlexander having a conversation at the midcourt line. As we mentioned, these kids know one another extremely well. Second for Johnson is good. He just does not miss. 6 now for Jalen. 8-6. His club leads it by 2. Back the other way, McAlexander. Jet lobs it to J-Mo. Give it go. Laughlin glass and got it. Colton Laughlin with his first 2. Tied at 8. 3 minutes have evaporated here in the first. Johnson into the front court. He'll go to Cole Moore. That's Cade Moore, rather. Hollister now to Cole. Near side 3 ball. Got it. Cole Moore from distance. Moore makes it 11-8. Perry on the inbounds play. Some trouble with Johnson. He'll get it to McAlexander. Now Colton sets. Fires 3 of his own. That's 2 strong. Rebound Richardson. Resets to Perry. Back to Colton. Fakes the 3. Goes around Minert. Ball fake. Got him up in the air. Put it up off the glass and scored. Good move by Colton Laughlin. 11-10. 1 point lead for Hobart. Johnson. Little shake. Little bake. Hop inside. Glass. Got it. Boy, Jalen Johnson. Welcome to my magic world. See me and then say beep beep bye bye. 4:10 left here in the first. 13-10, 3-point lead. Richardson out high with Hollister. They go to Lopez. Henry getting a screen, rolls off of it to McAlexander between the 2 circles. Now Perry to Laughlin. Colton looking inside. He's got Richardson. J-Mo with Hollister pinned on his backside, but Richardson underneath the basket, and he hit the backside of the backboard. Richardson lost sight of where he was. 3:55 left in the first. 13-10. Hobart in front of Mangum. Johnson with the ball. He'll come to Hollister. Luke finds Minert. Alec, dribble, drive, taken away by Colton Laughlin. Run out now for Perry. Brett going to lay it up and in. Brett Perry with his first 2, and it's 13-12. Johnson back the other way in a heartbeat. He'll stop, shake, bake, go left side. That's Moore up top to Minert. Now Cade inside. Kicks it right side. Back out top. Johnson 3 ball. Yes! Jalen Johnson. And I told you the kid doesn't miss. 11 already for Johnson. 16-12. Jamison back the other way. No look pass inside Lopez. Shot too strong. Rebound Minert. Alec going to push it across the timeline. Picked up by Laughlin. Gives up his dribble. Ball slapped out of his hands. He and Laughlin battled for it. Minert will get it back, and now Lopez steps in and takes it away. McAlexander behind the back. He'll come into the front court. Tries to get around Moore. Staying right with him, Cole. No look pass. Cole got a piece of it. Ball loose on the floor. Now we'll get a tie up and a jump ball, and the arrow going to point the way of Hobart. They get it back with 2:55 left in the first. 16-12, 4-point lead for the Bearcats. Inbounding the ball will be Minert. Alec to Jalen Johnson. Brooks Cross set to come in at the next dead ball for Mangum. Johnson walking across the timeline. 11 of the 16 for Jalen. And Hobart leads by 4. Johnson tries to go around Perry. And a foul prior to the shot on the floor. Let's see if they got the second of the night on Brett, and they did. So Brett Perry with 2 fouls. That's a third team foul. Perry and Lopez will set. And as we mentioned, Cross going to come in. Also Trey Dickey checks into the ball game for Mangum. Cole Moore to inbound underneath his own basket. He'll go to Hollister. Back to Cole, set for 3. No, goes to Hollister inside. Spinning, shooting, coming up short. Got his own rebound, kicked it over the top to Cole. Had the wide open 3, won't take it. Minert kicks it right side, Cade Moore back to Cole. Cole with Cross on him. 2:25 left here in the first period of play. 16-12. Ball back in the hands of Johnson. Now Minert will get it out high. Alec gets a screen out high from Jalen. Goes to Hollister. Cole Moore off the dribble penetration. Cut off by Cross. Back to Johnson. Jalen trying to get around McAlexander. Does. Scoop shot. And it won't go, but a foul called out high on Jet McAlexander. And a couple of free throws now for Jalen Johnson. McAlexander's first. And team foul number 4 called on Mangum. Skylar Scott will come in after the first of 2 free throws from Jalen Johnson. First free throw on its way for Johnson. Rattles out, and he finally missed something. Skylar Scott in. Jet McAlexander sets down. 2:08 left in quarter number 1. 16-12, 4-point lead for Hobart and Jalen Johnson. Second one on the way here, and this one is good. So Johnson 1 of 2. He's got a dozen. His club leads it by 5, 17-12. 2:05 and running the first quarter of play. Dickey tries to go around Johnson. Does. Spins, shoots, and scores. Trey Dickey. 17-14. 1:50 left in quarter number 1. Johnson the other way to Hollister in the corner. Back out top, Cole Moore. Moore with Cross all over him. Boy, I tell you what, Brooks has done a good job since he came in off the bench. We'll get a foul away from the ball, and they have called it on Skylar Scott. He and Jalen Johnson hooked up pretty good. Foul on Scott are going to be his first, and team foul number 5 called on Mangum. 1:42 left in the quarter. 3-point lead, 17-14. Johnson into the backcourt. He's having a little fun with Scott on him. Goes by Skyler. Dribble, drive, kick. That's a 3-ball. Cade Moore didn't get it to go. Rebound tapped out. Tracked down by Brooks Cross. Cross on the dribble. Drive and lost the basketball. It's on the floor. Cross going to tie up Hollister. We'll get a jump ball. And the arrow going to point the way of Mangum. 3-on-1 fast break opportunity there for the Tigers, and they could not convert. Brooks probably should have given the ball up earlier in the sequence. 1:26 left in the first. 17-14, Mangum and Hobart in a good one, and a timeout going to be taken by Chad Hussey. 1:26 left in the quarter. 17-14, Hobart by 3 over Mangum on Classic Hits 97.7.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
We'd expect before the top of the hour we'll find out if it's Kyler Murray or Tua Taglialova that has won the Heisman Trophy. Dwayne Haskins is there, but, you know, the quarterback from Ohio State, kind of an afterthought. It's Tua or Kyler, no doubt about it. Minute 26 left in the first here, and inbounding the ball will be Trey Dickey. Dickey, he'll go to Jamison. Richardson, tough off-balance shot. Count the bucket and the foul. Richardson How about that? Jamison fouled on the play by Hollister, I believe. And, yeah, it was on Luke, number 1 on Hollister, and number 1 on Hobart. So a chance for Richardson to tie the game. First free throw made of the night for J-Mo. Richardson, the old-fashioned three-point play. And he's got 7 in the ball game. Back the other way, Jalen Johnson, a circus shot that goes down. Jalen Johnson, and a little woofing afterwards for Skylar Scott. Skylar picking up the personal notes on Richardson instead, and that'll be 2 now on J-Mo. 6th of the night, called against Mangum. I already had them for 6. I had them for 7. Doesn't matter. Old-fashioned three-point play converted by Jalen Johnson. Johnson now with 15. 15 of his club's 20. 3-ball, Dickey. Trey, front of the iron, doesn't get it to go. Rebound, Moore, out front, Minert. Alec dribble, drive, and a slam for Alec Minert. Welcome to the flush. Minert with his first 2. Another steal, this time Colin Cademore coming up with a loose basketball. Johnson on the run out, goes behind the back, throws it up, didn't get it to go. Hollister, though, with a circus shot, and it falls. 4 now for Luke, 24-17. And a quick run here for Hollis, or rather for Hobart. Laughlin going to go baseline, puts up the shot off the window, glass, and got it. Colton Laughlin now with a half a dozen, 24-19. 25 seconds left in the first quarter of play. This one is good as advertised. Jalen Johnson out high. Lost it momentarily. He'll get it back. Skylar Scott on him. Scott going to grab him, get away with it. Johnson again going to go inside, and a push going to be called on Skylar Scott. That'll be 2 quick ones on Skylar, but he's in there to do a little hack-a-shack. 7 team fouls now on Mangum, and a 1-and-1 for Jalen Johnson with 13.3 left in the first. Brett Perry and Henry Lopez back in. Scott sitting down. Colton Laughlin will take a seat as well. So it'll be Perry, Cross, Jamison, Lopez, and Dickey out there for Mangum. Meantime, Jalen Johnson back to the foul line. 15 of his club's 24, shooting a 1-and-1. First one for Johnson rolls in. Jalen will get one more. Not sure what the question was there. Apparently they thought he was shooting the ball and made the basket, but that is not the case. It was a 1-and-1. So Johnson will get one more. 25-19. 13.3 left in the first period of play. Second one, Johnson got it to go. Jalen Johnson. 26-19. Trey Dickey and company coming to the front court. Dickey, spin move, stops from 10. Off the back of the iron, didn't go. Jamison, though, the putback up and in for Richardson. Richardson now with 9 in the first quarter. And that's how it'll end, 26-21. Hobart on top by 5 over Mangum. It's a good one here. Classic Hits 97.7.
Steve and Cindy Miller and all the staff at Grinnell's Pharmacy in Hobart are excited to help sponsor the Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcat broadcasts. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always eager to assist you, and our convenient drive-up window makes pickup quick and easy when you're on the run. At Grinnell Pharmacy, we are cheering you on every day. Grinnell Pharmacy on Broadway in Hobart, where everybody knows your name. From the Jack Hogg family and staff, happy holidays, everyone. May this be a special holiday season spent with loved ones and friends. Thank you so much for allowing us to serve you with all your insurance needs and financial services. It's our pleasure to serve you. And of course, let's all remember the real reason for the season, the birth of a Savior. Your Farmers Insurance Group agent in Hobart, Jack Hogg, wishing you a happy holiday season.
26-21, 5-point lead for Hobart at the end of one. They got 17 in the first quarter from Jalen Johnson, 4 from Luke Hollister, 3 Colmore, Alec Minert with 2, a thunderous dunk for the big fella. On the other side, Jamison Richardson with 9, half a dozen for Colton Laughlin, Trey Dickey, Brett Perry, and Jet McAlexander, 2 apiece. Mangum 1 of 1 for the foul line. Jalen Johnson 6 of 7. It will be Hobart ball to begin the second period of play. It's Alec Minert, Jalen Johnson, Colin Cademore, and Luke Hollister. The five on the floor for Hobart. Home white uniforms, gold numerals, blue trim. They work on the left end of your listening/viewing device. Trey Dickey, Jamison Richardson, Jet McAlexander, Henry Lopez, and Brett Perry out there for Mangum. 3-ball dialed up. Cole Moore, and it's his second of the night. Give him a half a dozen. 29-21. The lead is 8. McAlexander in the front court. Lopez. Henry fakes the 3. Goes back to McAlexander. Inside Perry. Brett ball fake. And now a foul going to be called on one of the Moors. Is it Cole or Cade? Let's see. And they called it on Cole. That'll be his first. And team foul number 2 on Hobart. Jeff Tompkins coming way out on the floor. And right now the officials are letting him get by with it. I'd be surprised if that continues. Richardson has the ball below us. Hollister on him. Jamison for 3. Didn't get it to go. And on the rebound, Trey Dickey battling Jalen Johnson. It'll go off of Dickey, and getting it back will be Hobart. 7:20 left here in the first half of play. 29-21. Walking it across the timeline, Jalen Johnson. He'll come to Cole Moore. He's got a couple of threes. Try to go inside to Hollister. Couldn't handle the pass. Taken away by Trey Dickey. Dickey flying across the timeline. Goes J-Mo right side. Richardson high off the window. Scores. Jamison Richardson in double figures with 11. 29-23. The lead cut to 6. Johnson trying to answer on the other end. Hold going to be called on Dickey. That'll be number 1 on Trey and number 8 called on Mangum. So to the foul line, Jalen Johnson. He's 6 of 7. And his club leads it by 6. 29-23. 17 already for Jalen Johnson. First of 2 on the way. It's good. Johnson will get one more. 18 now for Johnson. 30-23. Colton Laughlin. Well, let's see if he'll come in. Yeah, they had already given the ball to Jalen Johnson when the horn sounded, so Laughlin cannot come in. If Johnson makes it, he will then. Free throw on the way, goes in, Jalen Johnson. So Laughlin checks in, and Jamison Richardson will sit down for the first time tonight. 31-23, it's an 8-point lead for Hobart. McAlexander into the front court, Jet to Brett Perry. Over the top, he'll go to Dickey. Trying to stay in bounds, does. Catch made by McAlexander. Jet back to Dickey, ball knocked out of bounds, and it will be Mangum basketball. 6:39 left in the first half of play. Jet McAlexander to inbound across the way. And again, no room on the out of bounds. Dickey to Lopez. Laughlin wanting the ball inside. He's banging away with Hollister. Now Colton will get it. He's double teamed. Steps through it. Ball fake. Puts up the shot. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound taken away by Moore. And that is Cole Moore. And he'll get fouled in the backcourt by Colton Laughlin. Wow. Mangum fans furious. I think that was Colton's mother who voiced her displeasure with the call. That'll be number 1 on Colton, number 9 called on Mangum. It's a 1-and-1, not a 2-shot situation here just yet. At the free throw line, Cole Moore. First one in and out, and Perry on the rebound, going to get pushed by Alex Minert. Foul on Minert, his first, and team foul number 3 called on Hobart. We may have some individuals that are going to get escorted out of the building for their behavior. Walking it across the timeline, Jet McAlexander. McAlexander in the corner to Brett Perry. Perry back out top to Dickey. Trey leaves it for Lopez. Henry. Not a lot of movement right now. Now Laughlin inside around Hollister. Shot won't go. Loose basketball. Falling on the floor is Moore. Boy, he's in all kinds of pain. Moore is hurt, and they call a timeout. Cole came down hard. That's Cade instead. Came down hard on his wrist and shoulder. He may have popped that shoulder out of place. I mean, he came down extremely hard. So a timeout going to be taken here. 5:57 left. to the first half of play. 31-23. It's an 8-point Hobart lead. And this is Classic Hits 97.7.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma.
Fresh floral arrangements created right here in Mangum are the hallmark of the owners Darlene Bach and Darla Haitley at Flowers Unlimited. Remember, fresh flowers are a very personal, special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted you did. Flowers Unlimited. Call the local number 580-782-2122 in Mangum. Great tasting hamburgers and Rex Chicken, the mainstays at Melvin's Drive-In in Mangum. But their menu includes so much more. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 till 2, Tuesday nights 5 to 8, and now they cater too. Enjoy Melvin's soon. Call 782-3711. New owners Steve and Susan Kyle.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Well, we've got a stoppage of play, unfortunately, as on the floor in the paint, Cade Moore battling for a rebound, went down hard on his shoulder, and then a Mangum player fell on top of him. And that left shoulder, trying to immobilize that thing. And as he struggles, not only that, I think he banged his face on the floor a little bit as well and had some blood that Jeff Tompkins had to dab away, and they'll have to clean that up here in a moment. He does have a little bit of cut. We talked about Cade at the beginning of the ball game with that brace on his right knee. And I still want to believe it's his shoulder, although he's holding his wrist. Regardless, Cade would appear to be done for the night. Great round of applause there for Cade Moore. So they will clean up the mess, the sweat and the blood that occurred as a part of that play, and Hobart will end up with a basketball. And I believe a foul was called as well. Moore, his replacement, will shoot the free throws, or will they just give the ball to Hobart? Oh, that's right. Yeah, there was no foul called. I'm sorry. Yeah, they stopped play when Moore was on the floor. So Trey Jones will come in. There will be no free throws. Trey Jones will come in for Cade Moore. And again, you hope the best for that young man. One of those kiddos that we watched grow up down there at the Alta City Gymnasium, and he's turned into a marvelous basketball player. So Trey Jones into the ballgame. And there was nothing dirty or cheap about that. That was just kids working hard and an unfortunate set of circumstances. So here comes Jalen Johnson and company. They lead 31-23. Johnson with 19 here in this first half of play. 5:45 remaining. Johnson in traffic. Wraparound pass to Jones. He'll go to Cole Moore. He's got 2 threes and now 3 threes. Cole Moore with his third three of the night. He's got 9, and the lead now 11, 34-23. Biggest of the night for Hobart. Perry here on the near side to Lopez. Henry back to Brett. They wanted to force it inside to J-Mo. Kept it alive. Perry will track it down on the near side. McAlexander now between the two circles. He'll go to Richardson. 5:15 left in the first half of play. J-Mo giving up the dribble. He goes to McAlexander. Jet to Brett. Perry back here on the near side. Lopez. Perry sets, fires 3. Got it. Brett Perry. 5 in the ball game for Brett. 34-26. 3 minutes gone by here in the second period of play. Trey Jones back the other way. He'll go to Johnson. Jalen for 3, and the answer is there for Jalen Johnson. 22 in the first half for Jalen Johnson. On the other end, of foul, and Richardson will go to the line to shoot two. Let's check the whistle, and that may be on Jalen Johnson, and it is. So Jalen Johnson picking up his first, and team foul number 4 called on Hobart. So at the foul line, Jamison Richardson. Richardson shooting two, misses the first. Jamison with 11 points and 1 of 2 now from the line. Second one on the way for J-Mo, goes in. 12 in the ball game for Richardson. Mangum trails by 10, 37-27. Jalen Johnson has been the story here. After scoring 45 last night, he's got 22 right now. Looking for 3 more. That one won't go. And the rebound tapped out of bounds by Alec Minert. Mangum will get it back. Check the 5 on the floor down for Mangum. Brett Perry, Jet McAlexander, Jamison Richardson, Henry Lopez, and Colton Laughlin. Starting 5 out there for Chad Hussey. Luke Hollister, Trey Jones, Alec Minert, Jalen Johnson, and Cole Moore out there for Hobart. In the corner, Perry. Brett looking inside. Richardson asking for it, can't get it, and they go up top to Laughlin. Colton here on the near side to Jet, to Brett. Colton thought about the 3, puts it on the floor, kicks Lopez. 3 ball left side, doesn't get that one to go. Rebound Richardson, he'll put it up, not get it to fall, but gets fouled by Luke Hollister. But Richardson really working hard on the glass tonight. Foul on Hollister, going to be his second. Team foul number 5 called on Hobart. At the free throw line, Jamison Richardson. Richardson 1 of 2 a moment ago from the charity stripe. His club trails by 10, 37-27. First for Richardson, no good. Just doesn't look comfortable at that foul line. 3:58 left in the half. Second one on the way here for Richardson, and this one it comes up short. Ball tapped out. Trey Jones will get it for Hobart. Jalen Johnson now brings it across the timeline. Deep 3, fired by Cole Moore. Doesn't get that one to go. I mean, that was NBA range there. Lopez with a rebound. Quickly into the front court, Perry. Brett to McAlexander. Jet off the window. Shot too strong, but he got fouled. And McAlexander will go to the line to shoot 2. Check the foul here. And did they call it on Trey Jones? I believe they did. Nope. Called it instead on Cole Moore. That'll be 2 on Moore. Team foul number 6 called on Hobart. Free throw. McAlexander rolls in. Jet will get 1 more. 3 in the ball game for McAlexander. 37-28. Second one on the way. Goes in for Jet. He has 4. 37-29. 3:35 left here in the first half of play. Moore into the front court to Minert. Alec give it up the dribble to Jalen Johnson. Johnson back over the top to Minert. Little ball fake to Moore. On the baseline, Hollister back out top. Minert. 3 ball on the way. Alec shot too strong. Rebound Jamison Richardson. Richardson run out now to McAlexander. Jet dribble drive right side 3 ball. Laughlin short. Long rebound. Trey Jones hands it off to Jalen Johnson. Jeff Tompkins tells his club to put it in order. Johnson into the front court. Bobbles momentarily. Goes to Jones. Now Moore left side. 3 minutes left in the first half of play. 37-29. Johnson for 3. Got it to go. Jalen Johnson. Johnson 8 in the quarter and 25 of the ball game. Timeout Chad Hussey. 2:54 left in the half. 40-29. Hobart in front of Mangum. Classic Hits 97.7.
Billy and Lori Robbins at Hometown Pizza in Hobart are plenty proud to be Hobart Bearcat boosters. Now at Hometown Pizza, our pizza is good. It's really good in our salad bar. It has truckloads of fantastic food. Do you like calzone? Hometown Pizza's calzone, it's the best. Enjoy great food and service from Billy and Lori and staff. Call us your order 726-2225. And once again, good luck Bearcats and Lady Bearcats from the Robbins family at Hometown Pizza in Hobart. Phone 726-2225.
40-29, 2:54 left here in the first half of play. Mangum trailing. Quick timeout taken by Chad Hussey. He's used both of his 30s here in this first half. Not happy with his club defensively. Not closing out on Jalen Johnson. So out of the timeout, Mangum will trail by 11, 40-29. Chet McAlexander, Brett Perry, Colton Laughlin, Jamison Richardson and Henry Lopez out on the floor for the Tigers. Up top, Richardson. He'll go to Jet. Now Lopez pops out. Fires a deep three. In and out. Didn't stay down. Trey Jones with a rebound in traffic. Jones coming across the timeline. He'll go through everybody, put it up and in, but it's not going to count. He walked with it. Jones, a little bit of a stumble before he put up the shot. Otherwise, it would have counted. So back the other way, McAlexander and company. Down by 11, 40-29. 2:25 and running the first half of play. Brett Perry up top. Perry kicks Laughlin left side. Colton ball fake. Now going to reset. Hands it off to Brett. Perry. He may have gotten away with a walk as well. He'll go to McAlexander. Jet for three. And it goes. McAlexander now beginning to heat up. 5 in the period. 7 in the ball game. 40-32. 2:05 remaining. First half of play. Johnson kicks right side. Minor. Alec going to go baseline. Triple team. Foul prior to the pass. Jet McAlexander get called for a reach-in. That'll be 2 on Jet. Team foul number 10 on Mangum. 2-shot situation with 2 minutes left in the first half play. Hobart to the foul line. Alec Minor. 2 points on a thunderous dunk. First, Minor, no good. He'll get one more. 40-32. Second free throw on the way for Alec. This one goes in. So Minor with 3, 41-32. Laughlin Clickway back down the floor the other way. He'll reset now to Perry. Brett to Richardson. Jamison gives up the dribble, hands it to McAlexander. Ball slapped out of bounds by Luke Hollister, and it will still be Mangum basketball. 1:47 left here in the first half of play. Lopez the catch. He'll go to J-Mo. Draws a crowd. Richardson underneath the basket. Turns, spins, shoots, scores. Richardson. 5 in the quarter, 14 of the ball game. 41-34. Lead at 7 for Hobart. 90 seconds left. Johnson inside. Scores 2 more. Jalen Johnson splitting a couple of defenders. 27 now for Johnson. 43-34. 1:20 left here in the first half of play. Lopez to McAlexander between the two circles. Trey Dickey at the scorers table if we get a dead ball. Laughlin for 3. No. Johnson with a rebound. Jalen wants to run. He's got numbers. Dribble, drive, lays it up. Doesn't go. We've got a foul. Collision, Johnson and Brett Perry. Good sportsmanship there by Cole Moore picking folks up off the floor. Check the blocking foul here. And they called it on Perry, I believe. Chad Hussey did not like the call. They called it on Colton Laughlin instead, his second. Team foul number 11 on Mangum in this first half. First free throw up and in for Jalen Johnson. 28 now for Johnson. Perry setting down, and Trey Dickey back into the ballgame for the Tigers. Second one on the way, good for Jalen Johnson. 45-34. Minute left in the first half of play. Richardson inside, double team, misses the shot, got his own rebound, put it up, scored, and a foul going to be called on Luke Hollister. So Richardson really working hard on the glass here tonight. Hollister picks up his third foul. 17 fouls now called on Hobart. So Richardson a chance at a three-point play. Jamison 16 in the ballgame. A stoppage of play here. Now they finally get ready. Richardson will shoot. Substitution, by the way, Minert setting down. Or rather, Hollister setting down. Richardson makes the free throw. That's what we were waiting on. Substitution is setting down Luke Hollister with those 3 fouls, and into the ballgame for the first time this evening. We'll see Jensen White. 45-37. 40 seconds left in the first half of play. Jeff Tompkins. See if he wants his club to hold for one. Jalen Johnson out between the two circles near the timeline. Down to 30 seconds, so they're going to hold for one here. We would expect before the top of the hour, find out if Kyler Murray is the second straight winner of the Heisman Trophy Award from the University of Oklahoma. 10 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and that TV show that is the Heisman Trophy started at 7. the Downtown Athletic Club in New York. Johnson checks the clock, down to 5. Goes here on the near side. Trey Jones had his shot blocked. Dickey, baseball pass for 3, doesn't get in the iron, and the first half will come to a close. 45 on the board for Hobart. As the Bearcats lead the Mangum Tigers by 8, as Mangum has 37. 45-37 at the intermission. Mangum and Hobart in the championship of the Best of the Southwest tournament, and we'll return with the halftime numbers on Classic Hits 97.7.
AFR agents in our great state are in many cases agents in the town they grew up in. That's the case in Hobart, where Justin Krieger is the local AFR agent. He grew up here. His interests are in Hobart and Kiowa County. He's involved in sports, FFA, 4-H, as well as the Main Street program in the local chamber. He wants to be your agent. Farm, life, home, automobile, liability. An agent that will find you the right policy, giving you the right protection. Come see Justin Krieger, your AFR agent in Hobart. Phone 726-3076. Dr. J and Janet Kruska at Kruska Dental Office in Hobart have always supported our youth. They're once again to be proud Bearcat boosters on the radio. Attend all the events you can and support our youth. They are our future. And listen, friends, when you need a dentist, make an appointment with Dr. Kruska, a trusted dentist for many years. Call 580-726-2524. Dr. Kruska's office is at 125 North Broadway in Hobart. And again, good luck Bearcats from Dr. J and Janet Kruska. At Hobart Farm and Garden, from now through December 31st, you save $100 with a purchase of any Browning Pro Steel safe over $2,500. $75 on any safe between $1,500 and $2,499, and save $50 with a purchase of any safe between $799 and $1,499. And you also get double bonus rebates on Hell's Canyon 65 and $150 off the Hog 49 safes, plus big savings on Browning over and under and auto-loading shotguns. $75 savings on pump shotguns, centerfire rifles, and all rimfire rifles and pistols, and $50 savings on centerfire pistols through December. And check out the fantastic selection of Twisted X shoes and boots, case knives, lots of winter outerwear from Browning and Dickey, gift ideas galore from Hobart Farm and Garden. Friends, if we ain't got it, you don't need it, but if you do, we'll order it. Happy holidays from the Wall family and their entire staff at Hobart Farm and Garden in Hobart. Thank you for your business.
At the half, it is Hobart out in front of Mangum, 45-37. At the end of one, it was 26-21 Hobart, and then they outscore the Bearcats 19-16 in that second quarter, and again lead it 45-37, 29 in the first half of play for Jalen Johnson. And Johnson, after the 45-point performance last night, is following that up here this evening. As we mentioned, 29 in the first half for Jalen Johnson. Cole Moore has got 9, Luke Hollister with 4, and Alec Meinert with 3. Hobart 11 of 14 from the free throw line in the first half of play. Foul situation, Hollister has got 3, and Cole Moore with 2. Cade Moore, meantime, injured in the ball game. Looked like a shoulder or wrist injury, and to leave the courts, and have not seen him reappear. So hope the best for Cade Moore, suffering that injury, battling for a loose basketball, and falling down hard on his shoulder and wrist, and then a player from Mangum inadvertently falling on top of him as well. Scoring for Mangum in this first half of play, Jamison Richardson leading the way. He's got 17. Jet McAlexander was 7. Colton Laughlin was 6. And Brett Perry with 5. Mangum 5 of 8 from the foul line in the first half. Foul situation for the Tigers. Jamison Richardson with 2. Jet McAlexander and Colton Laughlin have 2 apiece. So does Brett Perry and Skyler Scott. At the half, it's 45-37. Get you caught up on what has already happened here today as the girls' 5th place contest went to Granite. They beat Hobart 44-37. Boys' 5th place title captured by Navajo as they knocked off Olustee El Dorado. And then Navajo won the girls' 3rd place game, beating Corn Bible Academy. The boys' 3rd place game won by Hollis 40-28. And Hollis winning the girls' championship. They beat Mangum 49-45. At the half of the boys' championship, it's 45-37. Hobart in front of Mangum. Let's take a timeout and come back and get ready for the second half of play. Mangum and Hobart boys championship. The best of the Southwest on Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Great tasting hamburgers and Rex Chicken, the mainstays at Melvin's Drive-In in Mangum. But their menu includes so much more. They're open Monday through Saturday, 11 till 2, Tuesday nights 5 to 8, and now they cater too. Enjoy Melvin's soon. Call 782-3711. New owners Steve and Susan Kyle. 333 Dental Care is an up-to-date dental practice operated by Dr. Dustin Lively and his team in Mangum, professionals who specialize in patient comfort. If you're apprehensive, feel fear or anxiety about dental procedures, know that Dr. Lively offers sedation dentistry, which involves using a sedative medication to help you feel more relaxed and calm during your visit. Call 333 Dental Care at 580-782-2552.
Buy your Mangum Tiger Spirit clothing from locally owned CJ's Tiger Specialty Shop, where you'll find the best selection, quality, and the lowest prices. Greer County items, too. They'll design something especially for your group. CJ's is your one-stop Mangum School Spirit Shop, 1 block south of the high school, Mangum, Oklahoma. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up. And we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Second half set to get underway here. 45-37, Mangum trailing over it. It'll be Mangum basketball. They'll work on the left end of your listening device here in this second half of play. Jet McAlexander gets the inbounds pass from Brett Perry. He's out there with Colton Laughlin, Henry Lopez, and Jamison Richardson. Richardson asking for the ball inside, but Perry going to shoot the three off the mark. Rebound Jalen Johnson. Johnson racing down the floor. He'll find Moore, and laying it up and in, Cole Moore. 11 now for Cole. We've gotten word that the Duke Tigers have won the Geronimo basketball tournament. They knocked off Tipton. There's a steal by Hobart. McAlexander going to take it right back. Jet down below us. He'll leave it for Lopez, and now Colton Laughlin. Get the pile on the floor in a moment here for Hobart. Jalen Johnson, Luke Hollister, Alec Minert, traveling going to be called on McAlexander. So it's Johnson, Minert, Trey Jones, along with Cole Moore and Alec Minert. I think I got Minert, didn't I? Okay. So there's your 5 for Hobart. Home white uniforms, gold numerals, blue trim. They lead 47-37. Minute gone by here in the third. Brought to us by 333 Dental. Substitutions, Trey Dickey, Brooks Cross into the ballgame. Perry will sit down. Lopez does as well. Still waiting to find out if Kyler Murray or Tua Taglialova won the Heisman Trophy in New York. It's 8 o'clock. Make the announcement. Richardson, inside cross. Brooks got the bucket and the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line for an old-fashioned three-point play. First 2 of the night for Brooks Cross. First foul of the second half on Jeff Tompkins' team. And who do they call the foul on? I'm going to call it on Cole Moore. That'll be 3 on Cole. Free throw up and in for Cross. So Brooks, nice addition to this Mangum club. Jalen Johnson now coming across the timeline. 29 for Johnson. You say, well, how do you stop him? I don't know that you can. Ball going to be thrown away. Minert intended for Johnson. And disrupting things was Jamison Richardson. Chet McAlexander now going to bring it across the timeline. He'll come to Dickey. Trey wanted to go inside. Ball got tipped, tapped, and still alive. And finally bounces off of Trey Jones. Nope, they said it was touched by Trayvon Dickey. So Trey Jones, Trey Dickey, and it went off of Dickey. 6:30 left here in the third. Johnson into the front court. Goes to Moore, back to Jalen. Hollister pushing and shoving out high. Trying to clear some space. The ball cross court taken away by Jet McAlexander. McAlexander got himself caught up. Ball on his hip. Tried to spin. Forgot to put it on the floor. And the turnover going to give it back now to Hobart. You know, I think Chad Hussey told his club, hey, look, we can't score 7 on one play. Let's go chip away. Turnover going to give it back now to Johnson and company. They work on the right end of your listening/viewing device. Jones up top. Trey off the bounce. Johnson trying to go around McAlexander. Kicks it for Jones. He walked. Yep. Took the extra step trying to start. And the travel going to give it back now to Mangum. Trey Dickey will inbound the basketball. 5:55 left here in this third period of play. Cross fakes the 3. Goes back to McAlexander. Now J-Mo up top. Deep 3 for Richardson. Spins in and out. Blocking out Cole Moore with the rebound. Ball loose on the floor. Cross got a piece of it, but it's finally picked up by Hollister. And here comes Johnson. Jalen dribble, drive around McAlexander. Foul on the floor out high. And a good one there by McAlexander. Third on McAlexander. And the first of the second half called on Mangum. Johnson to inbound the ball. Jalen, he'll go to Hollister. Now Trey Jones. Back to Johnson in the corner, picked up by Richardson. That is a mismatch, to say the least. Jones to Minert. Fakes the 3, goes around cross, puts it up and scores. And a blocking foul will be called on top of it on Colton Laughlin. Minert now with 5. Laughlin, third personal of the night. Team foul number 2 called on Mangum. 49-40. Minert a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. Chad Hussey not happy with the effort defensively and even less happy with the goal. Free throw, Minert got it. Alec up and in. He's got 6. And it's 50-40, a 10-point lead now for Hobart. Richardson inside, drawing a triple team, puts it up, doesn't get it to go. Rebound tapped around. Minert got it, got a run out as well. Alec slips down, ball free. McAlexander had it. Minert got it back, and then a timeout going to be taken. Boy, I tell you what, Chad Hussey going to lose his mind right now. Chad Hussey furious as the timeout going to be awarded to Jeff Tompkins with 5:08 left here in the third quarter of play. I think his contention is the ball was not being controlled by anybody. He's still not happy with the call. Keep it right here. 50-40. Chad talking to Major Davis, who awarded the timeout. Major Davis, Tyson Morley, and Bryce Sellers are officials here tonight, the championship bowl game. And again, OSSAA doing all they can to get 3 officials per contest. Easier said than done because nobody wants to officiate anymore because of the abuse they take, not from the coaches. It's part of a deal. It's a give and take there, but from the fans. So it'll be Minert and company with the basketball. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the third period of play. They lead by 10. Alec to Jones here on the near side. Jalen Johnson to Minert. He'll challenge Richardson. Shot doesn't go. Rebound Minert. Puts it up a second time. Blocked out of his hands. Well, Jeff Tompkins wanting a foul. Not going to get it. Here comes Cole Moore. He'll go to Johnson. Jalen, deep three. Doesn't go. Rebound Minert. We're really getting physical now, kids. You better be a man if you want to go in there. Johnson, another three. Got it. Jalen Johnson. 32 in the ballgame for Johnson. And a foul call. Nobody heard the whistle, but a 4-point opportunity for Johnson. McAlexander got the foul. That'll be 4 on Jet. Team foul number 3 in the second half called on Mangum. And a 4-point opportunity here. Breaking news, Kyler Murray wins the Heisman Trophy. Timeout going to be taken. 4:35 left here in the third. You and I come back. 53-40. Hobart on top. Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, don't forget the fall replacement sale. 11. From the Jack Hogg family and staff, happy holidays, everyone. May this be a special holiday season spent with loved ones and friends. Thank you so much for allowing us to serve you with all your insurance needs and financial services. It's our pleasure to serve you. And of course, let's all remember the real reason for the season, the birth of a Savior. Your Farmers Insurance Group agent in Hobart, Jack Hogg, wishing you a happy holiday season.
And you heard the announcement there from the public address announcer. Back-to-back Heisman trophies for the University of Oklahoma. Kyler Murray winning it, and there will be a lot of folks that will tell you Murray won it last week in that Big 12 championship game against Texas. That was the difference for a lot of voters. That was the last day voters could vote, and Murray put on a whale of a performance in that victory against Texas. And, of course, Tua Tagovailoa went down with an injury. Back to this ball game, Jalen Johnson, chance at a 4-point play. Johnson with 32 in the ball game. Free throw on the way. It's 53-40, by the way. Hobart beginning to distance themselves. Johnson misses the free throw. That timeout, by the way, charged to Hobart, and they have got 2 remaining. Ball dialed up here and knocked down. The 2 ball goes down for Mangum. Colton Laughlin now with 8 points in the ball game. As Laughlin hits his first 2 of the third quarter. Hollister on the baseline, falls down. Yep, traveling going to be called on Hollister. Maybe a little bit of a quick whistle there. I thought maybe Bryce called that before he actually fell down, but Mangum will take it. They trail 53-42. Jamison inside, out top to Perry. Brett now to Trey Dickey. Dickey back to Brett. Richardson asking for the ball inside. Dickey going to dribble, drive, slide to a stop. Got away with it. He'll go to Brooks Cross. Cross, ball fake around Hollister, lays it up. Count the bucket and the foul! Brooks Cross. Second chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play. It'll be foul number 2 on Hobart in the second half. As Hollister will have to sit down. I believe they called the foul on Luke. If they did, that'll be his 4th. And I think they did. I think it's on Hollister. Trey Jones back into the ballgame. Jensen White as well. Free throw no good for Cross. He couldn't convert that time in the old-fashioned 3-point play. 3:45 left here in the third. 53-44. The lead 9 for Hobart. Minert in the corner. He goes to White. Deep three here. Jalen Johnson. And a pose afterwards. 35 for Jalen Johnson. He shot it from the left hash mark. Cross the other way. Brooks off the window. Shot comes up short. Rebound and a run out for Johnson. Jalen dribble, drive, glass, got it. He is a wizard out there. 8 in the quarter, and it's 37 in the ball game. And another timeout going to be taken by Chad Hussey. 3:17 left in the third. 58-44. Hobart on a roll. And they charge the timeout to the Bearcats on Classic Hits 97.7.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
All right, let's give you a game reset now. And they did end up taking the timeout, did Hobart, or Mangum rather. I thought that Bryce Sellers had indicated it was going to be charged to Hobart, but instead it is Mangum. So they are down to their final timeout of the ball game as we play here with 3:17 left in period number 3. See who's on the floor now for Chad Hussey. Trey Dickey, Colton Laughlin, Brooks Cross, Henry Lopez, and Jamison Richardson. 58-44. Underneath the basket, Cross, ball fake, shot doesn't go, and the rebound going to be cleared away by Trey Jones. Trey out there with Jensen White, along with Cole Moore, Alec Minert, and Jalen Johnson. Jensen White to Johnson. Going to shoot a three from the right hash mark, and it goes. Well, I tell you what, the basket as big as an ocean for that young man. 40 in the ball game. And back the other way, Jamison Richardson will lay it up and in. Richardson, first two of the second half, he's got 19. But that is dwarfed by Jalen Johnson's 40 points. 2:30 left here in the third period. Johnson has hit one from the left hash mark and one from the right hash mark. That is a 27, 28-foot shot. Air ball thrown up here by Jensen White. Brooks Cross with a rebound. Into the front court, Richardson. He will dribble, drive, and get called for a charge, and that's an easy call. Richardson's third foul of the night. Team foul number 4 called on Mangum. And probably not fair, but when you're that big and you run into somebody much smaller than you and they fall the way that White did, that is going to go against you every single time. 2 minutes left here in the third. Johnson to Minert on the baseline. Alec, wraparound pass. 3-ball, Trey Jones. Back of the iron doesn't go. Long rebound to Colton Laughlin. Laughlin gives up the dribble across into the front court. Now to Richardson. Jamison thought about the deep three. Puts it on the floor. Leaves it for Trey Jones. Gets it back, and a blocking foul going to be called on the baseline. Check the foul here on Hobart, and it'll be on Jensen White. Number 1 on White. And number 3 called on Hobart in the second half of play. Inbounds pass to Richardson, and Major Davis almost called offensive foul and then changed his mind and called a block on Jensen White. Major was putting his hand on the back of his head to indicate charge and instead made it a blocking foul. 61-46, Richardson with 19. Shooting 2, makes the first. He's got 20. 40, though, for Jalen Johnson. He scored 45 last night. Second one on the way. That one's too strong, and the rebound finally picked up by Cole Moore. Into the front court, he will come. Cole goes to Alec Minert. Minert back to Cole. 90 seconds left here in the third. Jalen Johnson with the ball. He'll back it out. Picked up by Laughlin. Johnson here on the near side to Trey Jones. Jones back to Johnson. Fakes the three and resets. Dickey trying to stay with Jalen Johnson. Minute 10 left in the third quarter of play. Johnson and company is spreading the floor and letting clock run. They lead 61-47. Down to a minute left here in this third period of play. Johnson kicks left side, Minard, and an offensive foul going to be called on Jalen Johnson as he pushed off when he went through. It's 2 on Johnson, 5 now on Hobart in the second half. Colton Laughlin coming across the timeline. 61-47. Henry Lopez to Trey Dickey. Dickey looking inside, goes to Laughlin at the right hash mark. Colton, jab step, back to Dickey. Richardson wants it inside, but he's got a crowd. Now J-Mo behind the arc on the left side, kicks it over the top to Laughlin. He'll shoot the deep three and knock it down. Colton Laughlin. 11 in the ball game for Colton. 61-50. 25 seconds left here in the third period of play. Johnson getting his play call from Jeff Tompkins. 15 seconds left here, third period of play. Johnson to Moore. Now they'll go to White. Back to Jensen. Cole Moore inside. Alec Minard over cross. Shot doesn't go. Rebound swept away by Brooks. Brooks trying to beat the clock. Goes to Lopez for three as time expires. Just off the mark, and we've played three. 61-50. Mangum trailing Hobart by 11 as we go to the fourth on Classic Hits 97.7.
At Hometown Pizza in Hobart are plenty proud to be Hobart Bearcat Boosters. Now at Hometown Pizza, our pizza is good. It's really good in our salad bar. It has truckloads of fantastic food. Do you like calzone? Hometown Pizza's calzone, it's the best. Enjoy great food and service from Billy and Lori and staff. Call us your order 726-2225. And once again, good luck Bearcats and Lady Bearcats from the Robbins family at Hometown Pizza in Hobart. Phone 726-2225.
The Granite Public Works Authority provides you with utility services through its not-for-profit community-owned electric, gas, and water systems. They're part of a proud American tradition, one in which Americans help themselves with their ingenuity and hard work. Their employees are dedicated to providing you, their neighbor and customer, with the most reliable and affordable services. Granite Public Service since 1909.
All right, we head to the fourth period of play, 61-50. It's an 11-point ball game. Hobart on top. One timeout remaining for the Mangum Tigers. 4 for Hobart. 5 team fouls on the Bearcats. 4 on the Tigers. The arrow points the way of the Bearcats, and they'll get the ball to begin the fourth period of play. Jalen Johnson out there with Cole Moore, Luke Hollister, Trey Jones, and Alec Minard. Jalen Johnson with 40. They're dressed in their home white uniforms with the gold numerals and the gold and blue trim. Jamison Richardson with a steal. Richardson with the run out and the dunk with 2 hands. Jamison with a statement there. 22 now for J-Mo. Richardson with Laughlin, Colton, Henry Lopez, Brooks Cross, and Trey Dickey. Mangum down by 9, 61-52. See if the dunk ignites this bunch from Mangum. 3 ball, Johnson, and he's got 43. Unbelievable. Jalen Johnson, 43 of his club's 64 points. 7:15 left. Dickey, left side 3 of his own. Yes! Trey Dickey. So Dickey now with 5 of the ball game. 64-55. Minute gone by here in the fourth. Promises to be furious indeed. Best of the Southwest Championship. 3 ball, halfway down. Johnson wouldn't stay. Rebound recovered by Richardson. He'll go to Laughlin into the front court. Colton, little dribble drive penetration, baseline left side. Wanted to go to Dickey. Ball taken away by Minard. Alec with the run out. He'll dribble, go around Cross, lose the basketball, but a blocking foul going to be called on Brooks. Richardson could have been called for the slap, but they got Cross instead. Fans saying all ball, and you're right, it was, but they got Brooks Cross for a block. Team foul number 5 called on Mangum. Minard to shoot 2. Alec first, good. He'll get one more. 7 in the ball game for Minot. Cross and Lopez setting down. Jet McAlexander and Brett Perry checking back in. I kept thinking we might see Cade Moore come back and at least sit on the bench, and that's not the case. I'm thinking maybe they took him to the hospital to have that shoulder wrist area checked out. Free throw was good, by the way, by Minert. Missed shot here by Laughlin. Johnson with a rebound. Come back the other way. Hangs, bangs, glides. Shot doesn't go down. Rebound Hollister. Kicks it to Johnson. Wants 3 more. That won't go down. Brett Perry going to let the ball go out of bounds. And it's 66-55. 6:21 left in the ball game. Well, you know, in the back of the mind of Hobart and certainly Jalen Johnson, they're thinking about 50. He's got 43. And there's 6:15 left of the ball game. His club leads by 11. Lob inside to Richardson, and the ball lost out of bounds. Johnson got a piece of it. Minert tried to save it, couldn't get it done. 6:09 remaining. Dickey set to inbound. Does to Perry over the top. Goes to Laughlin, back to Brett. Sets, fires, 3. No. Comes up short, got his own rebound. Handed it to Richardson, who lays it up and in. Good job there of following your shot, kids, by Brett Perry. Got the assist and the 2 for Jamo, who's got 24. Johnson into the front court to Moore. He'll come now to Jensen White. White back to Jalen. He'll draw the double team, go around McAlexander, get a screen, kick it. White in the corner to Moore. Moore attacks, and an offensive foul going to be called here as Cole Moore ran over the top of Colton Laughlin. Foul on Moore, his 4th, and team foul number 6 called on Hobart. 5:38 left in the ball game. Mangum down by 9, 66-57. McAlexander into the front court. Perry left side. Inside they'll go to Jamo. Richardson stripped. Foul going to be called on Hollister. And a couple of free throws here. So Luke Hollister will pick up the personal. I think he's done for the night. Hollister fouling out of the ball game with 4 points. Team foul number 7 called on Hobart. So Hollister will foul out. Let's see who they bring in to take his place. And it will be Trey Jones. So Jensen White, Trey Jones, Alec Minert, Cade. Cole Moore, and Jalen Johnson out on the floor. First free throw, Richardson up and in. Jamison, 5 of the quarter, 25 for the ball game. Second one up and in. Richardson hit them both. 26 for Jamo. Meantime, 43 in the ball game for Jalen Johnson. Johnson and company going to spread the floor. 5:20 remaining. They lead by 7, does Hobart. Cole Moore holds the ball near the timeline. Now he'll come to Jalen. McAlexander on him. Jalen trying to get around McAlexander. Gave it up ahead of the 5-second count. And he'll go to Jones. 3 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Mangum needing the ball. Jones on the dribble penetration. Grabbed on the arm by Colton Laughlin. 4 fouls on Colton. 6 on Mangum. I think Hobart thought that was team foul number 7, but it's just the 6th. So Minor to inbound into the backcourt to Johnson. Inside of 5 minutes at 4:55 and running. Jalen. And again, McAlexander going to pick him up. Got to watch that 5-second count. Johnson will give it up to Moore. Boy, he does a good job of keeping that clock in his head, doesn't he? Johnson now trying to get around McAlexander. McAlexander will fall down. He'll kick it. There's Johnson to a teammate, knocking it down. Jensen White. First 3 of the night for White, and the first player off the bench to score for Hobart. Dickey trying to answer on the other end, and Trayvon does. He's got 5 and a whistle taken here. Timeout, last one of the night, taken by Hobart. They trail by 8, 69-61. 4:25 remaining. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Basketball fans, be sure and support the great basketball teams from Hobart, Granite, Mangum, Corn Bible Academy, Hollis, Blair, and Navajo as these teams compete in the best of the Southwest Basketball Tournament in Granite this Thursday through Saturday. Great action. Rex Fleming at Hobart Stockyards supports all these outstanding student athletes. And you can hear every game on KHIM 97.7, brought to you in part by Rex Fleming, the Hobart Stockyards, where we want your business and we appreciate your business.
It takes a solid foundation to build a solid business, and nobody understands that better than Frazier Bank. In fact, we have been helping businesses for years, offering startup capital, money for equipment, or money to expand. Talk to one of our loan officers today and start building your business tomorrow. Frazier Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
All right, here's your game reset, 69-61. Hobart in front of Mangum, 4:25 left in the ballgame. No timeouts left on the board for the Tigers. Still 4 for Hobart. Both teams in the 1-1 bonus. The possession arrow pointing the way of Mangum. Hobart to inbound the basketball. Alec Minert, Jalen Johnson, Jensen White, Trey Jones, and Cole Moore out on the floor now for Hobart. Trey Dickey, Colton Laughlin, Jet McAlexander, Jamison Richardson, and Brett Perry for Mangum. Minert, baseball pass to a wide open White underneath the basket. He'll score. Little cherry picking for Jensen. He's got 5 quick points, and his club leads it by 10. Richardson on the other end. Goes to Laughlin. Colton sets, fires 3 from the iron. Doesn't get it to go. Perry tried to get the rebound, knocked it out of bounds. 4:03 remaining. 71-61. Inbounds pass Johnson, pushed by Dickey, and we'll get a 1-1. Dickey going to pick up the personal, and it'll be team foul number 7 called on Mangum on Dickey. That'll be his second. So Jalen Johnson now to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. Jalen in the first quarter of play was 6 of 7. And then after the intermission, he was 10 of 11. Now 10 of 12 from the foul line. Shoots the 1-1 here and misses that one. Colton Laughlin will come up with a loose basketball. Laughlin coming across the timeline. Laughlin banging inside. Going to be stripped by Johnson, and here he comes on the run. Jalen dribble, drive, glide. Basket good. He is fouled. Jalen Johnson went down hard, and he is in pain. Perry going to get called for the foul. That'll be his third. Team foul number 8 called on Mangum. Jalen Johnson in pain, trying to get to his feet, and does. 45 of the ball game now for Johnson, trying to collect himself. Jeff Tompkins, for the second time tonight, has got to come out and dab what looks to be some blood off of one of his players' faces. Cade Moore, when he went down with that shoulder injury in the first half of play, had blood on his lip, and Tompkins had to dab it away. It looks like a little blood around the eyebrow for Jalen Johnson as well. And they're going to have to get apparently get some Band-Aids on Jalen's eye. Meantime, they'll have to get the blood cleaned up underneath the basket. 3:49 remaining. And Johnson going to have to go to the locker room. So Jalen with 45 won't get a chance to shoot a free throw here, as they'll probably have to put a butterfly stitch on that eyebrow. Second player tonight banging their head on the floor. Marcus Hollister will come into the ballgame for Hobart. Meantime, they're looking to make sure that all that blood's cleaned up underneath the basket. And I don't know that it is. And blood's not like sweat. You know, sweat, you can just take your foot and kind of get it on the bottom of your shoe and clean it off, but you can't do that with the blood. They decided it's clean enough, so Hollister going to come in and shoot the free throw now. Marcus cold off the bench here. Luke Hollister is fouled out. 73-61. Free throw, Marcus, good. How about that heat check? And a timeout going to be taken by Hobart. 3:49 left in the ball game. They lead at 74-61 on Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night. Or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
All right, here you go. Baker's dozen, 13-point lead for Hobart, 74-61. As we play here with 3:49 left in the ball game. Both teams in the 1-1 bonus. The arrow pointing the way of Mangum. 3 timeouts on the board for Hobart, nothing for the Tigers. Mangum trying to get a split in the championship series as the Lady Tigers lost 49-45 in the girls' title game earlier this evening. McAlexander coming across the timeline now. He'll go to Perry. Brett off the bounce, puts up the shot, doesn't get it to go. Rebound taken away by Cade Moore. Or Cole Moore, rather. Cole coming across the timeline, going to slow things down. Meantime, Jalen Johnson has not come out of the locker room. His mother headed that way. Moore steps between a couple of defenders, loses the ball. Picked up by Richardson. He'll go in the front court to Laughlin, loses the ball. Goes to McAlexander, and he'll get stripped by Trey Jones. Well, that's quick hands there by Jones. An impressive play by Trey. He's got it in the front court. 3:15 left of the ball game. Cole Moore out high. He'll go over the top to Minert. Alec shakes, bakes, goes glass, and couldn't get it to stay down. And the rebound going to be taken away by Colton Laughlin. Still time for the Tigers, and a blocking foul going to be called on Hobart, and that'll be on Jensen White. That'll be the third on White. Team foul number 8 called on Hobart. So to the foul line to shoot 1-1, Colton Laughlin. 3:02 remaining. 74-61. Although they said it was a shooting foul, so 2 for Laughlin. Colton first, spun in and out. Laughlin will get one more. Colton on the night, 11 points. That's his first free throw attempt. Mangum now from the charity stripe, 9 of 15. Second one goes in for Laughlin. Give him a dozen. And it's 74-62. Alec Minert across the timeline. Catch made by Marcus Hollister. He'll hand it off now to Cole Moore. Moore double team, finds Minert up high. Alec in the corner to Marcus Hollister. Marcus, baseball pass, caught by Moore. Bounce pass inside White. Back out top Jones. 2:40 and running here in the fourth quarter of play. And Hobart doing a good job of playing keep away. White may have gotten away with a little shuffle of the foot there. He's got it in the corner right side. Steps through the double team, loses the ball momentarily, gets it back, finds Jensen White. Great job of keep away right now for Hobart. Minert going to go through traffic around Perry, and does the bucket count? No, it's an offensive foul. Well, the officials are going to get together. Tyson Morley said it was a block. Major Davis said it was a charge. And let's see what the call's going to be here. Jeff Tompkins nearby and trying to listen in on the conversation. And I think it's going to be the charge. And it is. So the charge called there on Alec Minert. That'll just be his second foul of the night. 9 team fouls called on Hobart. Player control foul, so no free throws. 2:20 and running here in the fourth period of play. McAlexander and company down by a dozen. Jet got to force the action. Down at 2:15. McAlexander with more on him. Jamison trying to run through a screen. McAlexander, boy, precious time running off the clock, and Mangum turns it over. Minert with the steal. Out front to Moore. He'll lay it up and in. Not a good possession that time by Mangum. 13 for Moore. Richardson back the other way. Foul going to be called on Alec. That'll be 3 on Minert. And team foul number 10 called on Hobart. So to the foul line to shoot 2, Jamison Richardson. Richardson on the night, 26 points. including 6 here in the fourth. Minute 55 remaining. So Richardson will get 2 here. And they're still tending to Jalen Johnson in the locker room. Free throw goes in for Richardson. He'll get 1 more. Trying to tape up that eyebrow as he banged it off the floor and got it cut. If you've ever boxed or taken a baseball off your face, you know what it's all about, and sadly I do. Second one up and in. So Richardson hit them both. Jamison now with 28, and his club trails 76-64. Hobart, though, quickly back the other way. Moore had the ball slapped out of his hands. Richardson giving chase, but Moore a little bit quicker than the big fella. Into the front court, Minor. Baseball pass underneath the basket. Marcus Hollister will lay it up and in. So Hollister with the 2. And Marcus now with 3, 78-64. Jalen Johnson, by the way, coming back in out of the locker room, and a turnover. Brett Perry got his hand underneath the basket. Johnson ready to check back in. Colton Laughlin will as well. So Johnson comes in, and the crowd loves it. Jalen Johnson in, and setting down will be Jensen White. Minute 24 remaining. I doubt that Johnson will get to 50. Sets at 45 right now. Minute 20 left of the ball game. Johnson coming across the timeline. Has to wear number 51 now because that jersey he had on has got blood on it. Moore into the front court, taken away by Dickey. Then the ball knocked out of his hands, and we'll get a foul on Cole. And I believe he's fouled out of the ball game. Cole Moore with the push. I've got him with 5. Let's see if they do. Moore fouling out with 13. He becomes the second Hobart player to set down because of fouls. Earlier, Luke Hollister fouled out with 4 points. So Cole Moore fouling out. And Cade Moore injured earlier in the ball game. Brooks Cross going to come in for Mangum. Minute 10 remaining. 78-64. Dickey to the free throw line. We'll get 2. Trey on the night with 7 points. 5 of those coming here in period number 4. First free throw of the night. Dickey got it. Trey will get 1 more. 78-65. 70 seconds left in regulation. Jamison wants to check back in. Richardson will. And Brooks Cross will set down. Well, this won't be the last time these two teams face one another. They will play in 2 more tournaments together, as they will play both in the Merit Classic the first week in January. Well, they can't make the substitution. And then also, they will play in the Tri-County tournament in the 3rd week in January. So, more opportunities for these two teams. And they've got a regular season meeting as well. 78-65. Dickey free throw. Second is no good. Minor tried to come up with a rebound, and instead it will be off of Alec. No, they said it was off of Colton Laughlin. Wow. Richardson now will check in, and Cross will set down. 13-point ball game. 78-65. Pass over the top. Caught by Trey Jones. Jones triple team. Ball going to be taken away by Lopez, and a foul going to be committed by Trey. That'll be the first of the night on Trey Jones. 12 team fouls now called on Hobart. 1:05 remaining. Jalen Johnson was looking for a foul. He felt like he was getting held on that inbounds play. (78-65). 1:05 remaining. First one up and in for Trey Dickey. Oh, that's Henry Lopez instead. I'm sorry, Lopez. First free throw of the night for Henry. First point of the night for Henry. He'll make the second. And Lopez in the scoring column. Mangum, though, trailing 78-67. And the ball going to be thrown away by Hobart, pushing the panic button just a little bit. Mangum will get it with a minute left in the ball game. McAlexander going to pick it up at the 3-quarter line. Comes in the front court to Lopez. Lopez to McAlexander. Jet, deep 3. Front of the iron doesn't go. Rebound Trey Jones. Run out over the top. Jensen White White will track it down. Had the ball slapped out of his hands. Got it back. Lost it again. And it is off of White. And it'll be Mangum basketball. 45.6 left in the ball game. 78-67. Laughlin into the front court. Colton splits a couple of defenders, and an offensive foul going to be called on Laughlin. Colton will foul out of the ball game with 12 points. Team foul number 9 called on Mangum. Brooks Cross will come back in. 42.8 remaining. 78-67. Inbounds pass. Johnson. Jalen double teamed. He'll get hammered once, twice, 3 times a lady. Now a foul going to be called. Ball out of bounds. They said it went off of Jet McAlexander. Timeout going to be taken by Jeff Tompkins. 39 seconds left. 78-67. Back for the final 39 ticks after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. Proud to be a Bearcat booster. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756. Steve and Cindy Miller and all the staff at Grinnell's Pharmacy in Hobart are excited to help sponsor the Hobart Bearcats and Lady Bearcat broadcasts. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always eager to assist you, and our convenient drive-up window makes pickup quick and easy when you're on the run. At Grinnell Pharmacy, we are cheering you on every day. Grinnell Pharmacy on Broadway in Hobart, where everybody knows your name.
I want to welcome Jill Nippert into the broadcast booth. She's watching on Facebook Live, and a bunch of others are as well. Thank you for joining us tonight on Classic Hits 97.7, Facebook Live. It's Classic Hits 97.7 and also OKSports.tv. Here's a game reset now, 78-67. Hobart on top. 39 seconds left in the ball game. Both teams in the double bonus. No timeouts for Mangum, 2 for Hobart. Possession arrow points the way of Mangum. Well, they're going to need some help here. Inbounding. To our left and down below will be Hobart. And before the inbounds pass, Brooks Cross going to get called for a hold on Jalen Johnson. So Johnson will go to the free throw line to shoot 2, but no time comes off the clock here. On Brooks, that'll be his second. And team foul number 10 called on Mangum. Now, Chad tells me 60 people on Facebook and more on YouTube, and they're also listening and watching on KTJS. Johnson puts in the first, and he has put on a show no matter what platform you're watching or listening on. Kid has got 46 in the ballgame. A marvelous performance after scoring 45 last night. And had he not been hurt, the totals would have exceeded 50. Makes the second free throw. In the quarter, 7 points and 47 on the night. It's 80-67. Jamison Richardson inside, lays it up and in. Richardson has had himself a marvelous evening as well. J-Mo now with 30. Another foul going to be committed on Trey Dickey, and it'll send Jalen Johnson back to the free throw line. Dickey has picked up his third, team foul number 11. The scoreboard has Johnson with 2 points. He's wearing number 51. He got hurt a couple of moments ago. Banged his face off the floor. Got a patch over his eye, and it's not made any difference. He's come back out of the locker room and made 3 straight free throws. Give him now, 6, 8, 48 in the ball game. Maybe he will get to 50. Second one goes in. So 4 made free throws here. Knocked down a three-pointer and got a two-pointer, so 49 now for Jalen Johnson. 82-69. Here comes J-Mo for 2 more. He'll lay it up and in. Richardson with 32. And here comes Alec Miner. What a move by Alec. Alec checks the clock, and this one going to come to an end. Final score will be 82-71. That basket will not count. 82-71, your final score. Hobart wins it tonight. They win the championship of the Best in the Southwest tournament over the Mangum Tigers. 82-71. We'll come back and wrap it up on Classic Hits 97.7.
One of the biggest basketball fans in Oklahoma is Larry Halford from Hobart. Larry coached Hobart girls basketball in the 60s, junior high, high school, all levels. And in 7 years, Larry won a lot of ball games. And for the last 45 or so years, Larry has been Hobart's #1 fan. He goes to all the games. In fact, Larry's seen over 3,000 Hobart Bearcat basketball games. He's a real fan. So go Bearcats and Lady Bearcats from the Halford family. Larry and Brad, Jim and Marty, the Halfords from Hobart.
When it's Wednesday, it's sale day at the Hobart Stockyards. The Hobart Stockyards is a fine facility with good people to take good care of your cattle and work for a successful sale. Cattle are accepted all day Tuesday, and they'll feed and water them. As Rex Fleming always says,
this is Rex Fleming for Hobart Stockyards, Hobart, Oklahoma, where we want your business. And we sure appreciate your business.
That's the Hobart Stockyards, east of Hobart on Highway 183. Sale each Wednesday starting at 9:30 and special sale dates available.
Heller Construction does all kind of general construction. If you need a barn, you need to call Terry Heller, 580-383-1416. Terry Heller is proud of our youth, their sporting events, livestock shows, their academic achievements. Proud to sponsor our youth in many activities. Friends, when you have a plan, call Terry. He'll do you the job and do it right the very first time. He was born here, raised here. He does a good job at a fair price. Always has, always will. So if you've got an idea, call Terry. Terry Heller Construction in Godibo.
All right, this one in the books, 82-71, as the victory goes to the Hobart Bearcats and Jalen Johnson. Johnson with 49 in the victory to pace the Hobart Bearcats. Johnson, 49 points, and spent some time in the locker room getting his face taped up. He had 49 also in double figures. Cole Moore with 13. 8 in the ball game for Alec Minard. 5 for Jensen White. 4 for Luke Hollister. Tanner Emerson, Marcus Hollister wound up with 3. From the free throw line, 19 of 24 was Hobart. Again, they win it 82-71, and we hope that Cade Moore is okay, but you really have to wonder about the health of Cade as he left with an injury in the first half of play, came down hard on his shoulder and wrist, and a Mangum player inadvertently falling on him, making it that much worse. And they took Cade to the locker room, and we didn't see him after that. So we hope that he is okay. But his club wins it by a final score of 82-71. Scoring on the other side of the ledger, it would have been a great night. Well, it was a great night for Jamison Richardson as he poured in 32, but he was overshadowed. You scored 42, and the guy on the other, or 32, and the guy on the other scored 49. How about that? Richardson, though, big night, 32 in the loss. Colton Laughlin in double figures. He wound up with 12 before he fouled out of the ballgame. 8 in the contest for Trey Dickey. 7 in the ballgame for Jet McAlexander. 5 apiece for Brooks Cross and Brett Perry. And then 2 on the evening for Henry Lopez. Mangum 15 of 22 from the foul line as they lose for the first time this year. Mangum back in action on Tuesday night. Our traveling microphones will take us to Sayre for a pair of ball games. The girls will tip it at 6:30, followed by the boys at about 8 o'clock. And the ball game, those ball games on Classic Hits 97.7. You'll also have a chance to stream it on oksports.tv, and of course you can go to our Facebook Live page at Classic Hits 97.7. Meantime, the Hobart Bearcats will be at Hollis on Tuesday night to take on the Lady Tigers and Tigers in a pair ball game. 6:30 is the start time there, and you'll be able to listen on 1420 KTJS or view it on oksports.tv, or you can go to the KTJS Facebook page. So a lot of different platforms to take that in. Run through your champions here today in the 5th place girls game. It was Granite winning it 44-37. Navajo boys win 5th place on that side of the bracket, beating Olustee El Dorado. 3rd place crown handed to Navajo. They beat Corn Bible Academy. Hollis beat Granite in the boys' 3rd place game. It was Hollis by 4 over Mangum in the girls' championship, 49-45 at Hobart. Just now knocking off Mangum 82-71. Want to thank Chad Fox, Shelley Fox, also Brad Gilbert for their efforts here for the 3 days, all 22 games right here on Championship Radio. We'll catch our collective breath and get back after it on Tuesday. Have yourself what's left of the weekend, a great weekend. And oh, by the way, how about Kyler Murray of the Oklahoma Sooners? So for our entire crew, I'm Michael Barnes. Thanks for listening. Join me for Michael in the Morning, Monday morning at 6 live and in living color on Classic Hits 97.7.